Cost you nothing to hit that like button, family. Big Chap TV, where you know you gon' see that truth, that now this game so free. He give it a cut, that's how it's gotta be. It's Big Chap TV.
What up, family? Cost you nothing to hit that like button, fam. Jackboy. Man, salute to Jackboy for staying afloat after the Kodak situation. I done seen a lot of situations like they had, and you know, the underdog pretty much stay underdog. But when it come to Jackboy, he did it different. You know what I'm saying? I salute that. He took advantage of being around Kodak Black. He took advantage of the situation and built his own cult following and built other things outside of the rap game like I talk about. Now, before we get into details on this situation, when it comes to our culture, fam, when it comes to our people, when it comes to the disrespect that we have for other people businesses, black businesses, or our neighborhood, period, I mean, it's a disgrace, fam. I gotta call it how I see it. A lot of situations we find ourselves in, it comes from what they say, wine and spirits, but it really be demonic spirits, fam. These different drugs, different things individuals be on, it's causing these type situations. We only see the surface. All this violence happening, and it be deep-rooted issues with people in our community, but we only see the surface on what happened, who got shot, who got killed. But it's always underlying problems behind the sickness, and I don't think we dealing with that as a people. Now, fast forward, Jackboy restaurant in Oakland, California, right? It's been up, running, successful, you know what I'm saying, for maybe like 3 years now, if I ain't mistaken. And he just had a situation to where they shot the whole restaurant up, fam. Not only did they shoot the whole restaurant up, a couple people got shot in the process. You can see the restaurant is destroyed. They going through like they really shot it up. It looked crazy, fam. Vietnam. Now, Jackboy went to his social media, they got to shut it down, and they were saying it's a shame how you try to put something in the community and do it for your people, and this what you get on the back end. Now, when it comes to opening businesses, fam, I don't think Jackboy should have had his name, and I'm not saying this situation concerning him, he got nothing to do with it, but we all know energy and vibes is real. You know what I'm saying? Names is real. Places a bit, things like that. So when it comes to Jackboy and the energy that's behind Jackboy in the rap game, it brings certain energies to your restaurant like it brings it to your concert, fam. Because if you look at it, you don't see this happening at a lot of different places. Reason why is because one may have a family member name on this business. Feel what I'm saying? It give it a different vibe if grandma name on that business, other than your name being on the business. Because you have certain people, you feel me, that don't know how to turn the switch on and off in our culture, black. Meaning going to a restaurant like a Jackboy restaurant, they might be playing certain type of music. You know, people, you have girls in there, I done seen one dude come out, he be like, man, y'all gotta quit twerking in my restaurant. You feel me? Like, this is not the place. So a lot of time, the vibes that be in the restaurant, the vibes behind the restaurant, if you look at Trick Daddy, how he doing and moving on his level, it's a difference. You see what I'm saying? Because everybody out there with Trick, they know Trick is like the you know, and Jackboy still like a YG on the tip. So it's a different age even matter when you opening businesses, fam. And I'm not treading this situation, but we in a demonic spirits with this drinking, the smoking, the drugs, us as people with the jealousy, the spirits, hating that we already have in us, the things that we done went through in our childhood is packing up. And we forget it's broad daylight. We forget it's a restaurant. We forget it's children around here. We just go blank when we blank out. And that's what happened in these situations. And we don't wake up until the jail cell slam or until we get the time. A lot of us don't even wake up then. We still in the moment till they give you them football numbers. And then you start to wake up. It's not worth taking somebody's life just to have your life taken. Think about it. If you go take somebody's life, they're going to come take yours. You're going to jail for life or large numbers of time. So even if you thought you won by catching a body, you lost too. Because you had to leave your kids. You had to leave your family. So we got to come into understanding and start looking at both sides of the fence, fam. Both sides. I remember coming up, I can just see on a blood level, that's it. Nothing past West Ross Pyru, that's it, fam. And I understand the YGs in the game now, they feeling the same way. They can't see past what it is. But I'm here to tell you the real, fam. This situation that we seeing with Jackboy and people shooting in public, they just had a situation here in Little Rock where individuals busting. You know what I'm saying? Group of people, hitting innocent bystanders. All these, I done did it, fam. It was a demonic spirit in me that was against my own people. When I first went to prison, it was on that same type of time. I was a dangerous nigga to be around. Even when I was smiling, fam. A lot of these dudes dangerous to be around, even when they smiling, fam. I imagine they came to the restaurant, it was all good. They was eating, whoop, whoop. And then all of a sudden, because we don't think until later on, we got to start being proactive in prayer. We got to start being proactive in thinking things out before we act out. There's so many brothers that's incarcerated right now for not thinking things out, fam. What they say, the mind is a terrible thing to waste, and that's so true. Big facts. Salute to Jackboy, though, for holding your head and trying to get into the business game, trying to do something other than, and he got more stuff going on. That's why I really salute homie, being a young YG coming up on Kodak and doing it like you're doing it on your own, standing on your own 10. A lot of best friends of rappers, they can't do nothing but stand on the 10 of their artists. Yeah, I know some rappers that had the same dude around them 20, 30 years and he ain't went nowhere in life. Just got comfortable of eating free and wearing free clothes and being around this, or they don't even have their own home and things. So when it comes to Jackboy in this situation, I hate it happening, but it'd be a stepping stone with the Most High for you to do something greater. Now you know how to move. You feel what I'm saying? Now you know what's capable of happening. So you might not need your name behind a lot of different things that you're putting in the game, but I will keep y'all updated on situations though, family. But make sure you hit that like button and make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm out.